Good morning from the yarn closet in Tucson, Arizona. Happy Vlogmas. We are getting so close. I love putting up art of my kids. This is not my children's. I bought that. That is my children's. That is my children's. Because I like daisies and ladybugs. My mother used to paint ladybugs on my face, going up and over my eye patch and down my neck. So someone asked for a little tour of the yarn closet. The yarn closet started out in Wisconsin 12 years ago in an actual small walk-in closet. And it had lights and it had a countertop shelf that I ended up using as a desk. But now I am in what was considered the dining room. See, we have a step down sunken living room. So you walk in my front door, step down into the living room, and then this was considered the dining room. But there's enough space in our kitchen for an eat-in kitchen, so that's what we did. And I like this because now the living room feels bigger and it doesn't have as good of light as in the kitchen, but we might put in a skylight, which would help immensely. And so anyway, I don't like that brown couch. I've never liked that brown couch. The cushions are always pushing out. It's annoying, but my husband likes it, so it's there. That is my little fireplace that you can hear, and it does generate heat. We have two of them. I love them. I'm probably going to get these chairs recovered someday because they both need it. You can see the wear and tear on one. The other one, you have to kind of look for it around the edges. The last time the brown one was recovered was in 1983. I know that the fabric on the other one is circa the same age because we had the wallpaper in our dining room at the time. They will probably end up, one of them in pink. Good morning, Magnus! And then something else, because I'm going colorful. Color is helping me cope with stress these days. That is my lovely Chip, my 40th birthday present to myself. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Thank you for laying down. Now be quiet. Just a little granny square business on my daughter's chair. Stop. Small table she can sit at. My, you can't tell because of the way the light is. That is a metal round tub that my husband put together this little tabletop for. So I have yarn in there. And then in the back here, I have, that's a little wire gizmo shelving. So the top is like mostly acrylics. Of course, that's a hand spun right on the top, 2 hand spuns, and finished stuff. And a large crochet hook he made me out of wood. And then the second one is, what is in the second one? It's a binder that has printed out patterns. And then a bin, what is in that bin? Oh, that's stuff for giveaways in the yarn closet. Presents. That's more yarn closet gifts and giveaways. A little lamp I like. Once again, my loud but warm. I love you, Chip. So here is part of the hub. A picture that my son, where's my hand? My son did that one. My daughter did that one. My daughter did this one. There's other ones that my son did, like in the bathrooms and in other places. So I have my yarn winder there for when I have to wind up those sock yarn skeins, because you can't use it skeined like that into the sock machine. When I want to skein up a full, or yarn cake a full skein that's twisted, I get out my Swift. It's a tabletop Swift. And yes, I have that little glass measuring cup hanging off there, because I will put in the small skeins and then feed it up, and they kind of flip and flop in there and they don't get all dirty. Needles and some other knick-knacky things. Mailing stuff. This is hanging underneath. I don't know if you can see, but there's hooks where I hang various things. That little bin has yarn machine, circular sock machine stuff. These are my bits and bobs of what I call waste yarn to use in between as I'm cranking. That's like 2 small knit pieces. And that's a couple years worth. And that's all fluffy. And I use that to actually stuff things. So, things my husband made, anything wood, chances are he made it. Fingerless glove, headband out of sock tubes. Gonna finish the other glove this morning, I hope. Then we move over here. People are always intrigued by this. So there's my cell phone, and there's my magnifying camera, and that's the small screen that it inputs into. I can input it into a larger screen. I just don't currently have one. My laptop. Another dish my husband made for my stitch markers. He did not make that wooden dish. I made that little needle cushion. Some other bits and bobs. Paperwork. Extra notebooks that have big, heavy lined pages. Some sock yarn. You may see this in a future episode with my mother. My daughter gave me sweaters for cats to crochet. You know, I might do it. I'm just not going to be the one putting it on the cat, because our cat has nails. So this is the blue sweater that I'm going to redo. This is a crochet blanket. This is the gray sweater that I'm going to get a start on in the new year. And this is mostly plastic bags that I use. There is a sweater quantity of red, but it's a flat red. So I may use this Jinx yarn that's self-striping, or I may use one of the greens and make a Christmas sweater at some point. That was my plan. I just haven't gone there yet because I don't feel I'm good enough. I want to know that it's going to look very finished and very nice. So I want to practice more on my sweaters. But that, people, is pretty much it. That's the yarn closet. Okay, you want to see this, don't you? People want to see this. Okay.
The socks have held up well. That's the end of that story. But I'm almost done with my row, so I can go first. Do you want to address what you're wearing that you want to do? Oh, well, I was going to, and I do this, if that's okay. So, just knitting it around so I can stop anytime. Okay. I'm knitting a blanket using mini skein.
And I can also, you have to have this stuff backwards the way it's set up to get it correctly there. And the color isn't very good right now. There's different settings. So I might mess with that, I might not. Sometimes it's just easier. And then I am doing a little folded hem on here. So I pin it out And this is my big light with magnifier. It's not going well. That yarn is it's just so light that it breaks so easily. I'm gonna have to hem it up, and then I'm gonna have to lightly fold it or felt it as I'm blocking it so that it has some integrity. But it's just gonna be so soft. And it was one of the only hat tubes that I had left from my old hat machine. But that's the deal. And then we have this little window into our kitchen diner. You know, and that's my mom gave me. I have to give it back. She just lets me have it for when it does this. Yes, our vitamins need to be refilled. So that's our kitchen and our diner. Sliding glass doors out to back. Look with your heart first.